Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Okay, the camera's already going.
Okay.
Which is fine.
So today's cocktail is called the Pussy Fairy. The ingredients you need for the Pussy Fairy are 8 raspberries, 1 teaspoon of honey, juice of half of a lime, 2 fresh mint leaves, 1 ounce of tequila, but I'll probably make it 2, and some cold sparkling water. So this is how you're going to make the Pussy Fairy. Place the raspberries, honey, and lime juice in a small measuring cup. Muddle mixture until raspberries release their juices, just like your pussy. Strain through a fine mesh sieve, pressing down on solids to remove all liquid. Add mint leaves to the strained mixture and muddle to release mint fragrance. Pour your mixture over your ice and top with that tequila and sparkling water. Serve immediately. And that's a Pussy Fairy.
You know, I really love the song Pussy Fairy.
So do I.
There's a lot of ingredients.
But it sounds refreshing.
Maybe.
I like a good raspberry drink.
I don't. I hate raspberry flavored anything. Now I like blackberries, but raspberries, no. Welcome back to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions, you guys. I hope that everybody is staying safe. I hope that you voted or that you are registered. We had our last day to vote today.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other states, but you can go online and see.
We also hope that everybody is, keeping their mental strong through some of these tough times. We hope we can lighten the mood a little bit this week with y'all and kind of start to ease our way back into the normal cocktail schedule.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to glue my nails back.
You gotta have those nails.
Yeah, before I start talking with my hands and stuff, and they're like, ooh, so ratchet. Anyway, what have you been up to?
Well, before we get there, cheers, Kiki. I feel like I haven't seen you in the flesh and blood, my own flesh and blood. Cheers. How's life?
It's good. I have been trying to be really busy lately. I feel like Beyonce got on my ass this weekend or whatever day it was when they did the graduation for the class of 2020 thing. And she was like, don't worry about what other people aren't doing. You just need to get out there and get shit done. That's on your to-do list. Worry about yourself.
B, come on.
So I was like, you know what? You're right. Because I'm procrastinating too. There's a lot of things that I was starting that I didn't get done. And I'm like, we've been in quarantine for almost 3 months now.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, because March 17th was my first day of quarantine because I had to go to work on the 16th.
Wow.
And I just left early. But yeah, since the 17th and it's June 9th. It's been a long time.
Look at the time.
So, I'm happy with some of the progress that I've made on certain little goals that I set for myself, things I wanted to do, try and everything. And then other stuff I kind of fell by the wayside. But it's never too late to pick yourself up and start again and just get to it. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been having fun. And it just feels so good not to have to go into the office. I never want to have to go back there.
I mean, it honestly feels like freedom. I look at it like I'm supposed to go back to the office next week and On Monday, girl. And I feel like I really have to mentally prepare to, first of all, start waking up and putting fucking clothes on.
Yeah, I don't really do that.
Girl. And I'm really getting ready for work. I personally am I don't understand why we need to go back to work when everyone can do their job from home. I feel like CEOs and management just wants to see the stress on people's faces.
Maybe so.
Nothing else makes sense. It's everyone's in such a great mood. A lot of the times
people are happy.
If you want to work from home, but really be working in the park, you can work in the park. In my office, we don't have windows. You can't even see outside when you go to work. Girl, wipe your chin. You got a little lipstick. But, so yeah, I'm really not looking forward to going to work, and I hope my company hears this. But other than that, today alone, I was very productive. I fell off with voiceover for a little minute. Sometimes with voiceover and acting, you can get really discouraged because a lot of the time you're getting rejected. And so you start to be like, oh, wow, can I really do this? So you have really good days, really bad days, really good months, really not so good months. And so with voiceover, I started to fall off, and everything has started to pick back up. There's a book that I'm working with my voice. I have some projects that I'm working on for myself with voiceover, and today, and even these past 2 weeks, I have been really happy about getting back into voiceover. Not that I got all the way out of it, but I just kind of fell off a little bit. Like you said, I've been having fun too. Sometimes you start having too much fun and you're like, okay, bitch, reel it back in. So voiceover has really been picking up.
That's good.
They're looking for a lot of Black voices for a lot of stuff now. So I'm excited about that. And also I'm dabbling in real estate now. Getting my real estate license, and I am super excited about that. Like, I feel like I can sell some houses. So y'all, once I pass this test, hit me
When's
up.
your test?
Well, I have to pass the course first, and then I'll take the test. Then I'll schedule the test. So I have
good
about
luck.
Thanks. I have like 3 more sections left. It's a lot of information, and I'm just trying to retain it all, and so I can pass the test. So we're all getting to that age where we're going to be buying houses soon if you haven't. Yes. Hit your girl up.
And like school and classes, I've taken several different classes throughout this time. I guess I started school again, not full time, of course, but in February. And it's just so different.
And online is even more different. Like,
yeah,
it's already hard for me to sometimes just like focus when it comes to like school shit. But, online is a lot different, but I've been going to the park and really making myself like honed down.
It's just like, even, I don't mind paying attention, but it's like, wow, I really am on somebody else's schedule for something else again. Like, besides work, now I got to get these assignments in by a certain time. Ugh. That's the part I don't like. I just want to listen and learn at my own pace. Like, why can't I just sign up for the class, and when I finish, I finish? Sometimes that's how I want it to go, but I will.
But it'll all be worth it in the end.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. So let's play a game.
Okay.
Kiki got a new game.
Y'all know I love a good game.
And
it's called Tipsy Chicken.
It's a truth or dare type of thing.
I haven't played it. I haven't gone through those cards. I only went through the other game. So I'm about to be surprised. Now, what we're going to do, if you're watching, you'll see what we're doing. But if you're listening, we're going to take a shot if we choose not to do whatever is on the card. If you're listening, you should play along.
You should.
Pour yourself up a drink.
I feel like we should already pour a shot.
Yeah, because I feel like you picked some shit that you know I'm not going to do.
I tried to not do that.
We gonna see.
Okay. So I'll pull the first one.
Okay. Well, I'll eat a little bit more of a piece of wing. I haven't eaten today.
Okay. So this one says, talk dirty to your reflection for 15 seconds. Your reflection would be the camera. You can either
I suck at talking dirty. Oh my God. Okay. This is so weird to look at yourself and talk dirty.
You can take a shot. Let me.
I'm just better at giving looks. Because usually, if it was a man, I'd be like, "Let me suck your dick."
So, are you starting?
No.
Are you?
Because I don't know what to say to myself. I'm just gonna have to take a shot.
Are you serious?
I told you I'm not good with talking dirty. Why do you think every time we have somebody on the show who's like super nasty and like sexually confident, I'm like, so what do you say when you text somebody or when you sex somebody, or what do you say when you dirty talk? Because I want some tips.
Wow, I thought I was starting easy.
You know, I'm not a woman of many words when it comes to things like that. I'm more about that action. Okay? Let me see what's in here.
I ain't taking my shot, y'all. I'm doing each and every motherfucking dare.
Oh, okay.
I already know. What's up? Yeah. Truth or dare has always been my type of game. Dares all day.
Okay, so give me your phone and let me scroll through your messages for 20 seconds. And then I'm going to pick one and share it. I picked that one because she just talked all that shit about not taking a shot.
You get to scroll through for 20 seconds?
Yeah. That's a long time. And you know me, I'm good at going through phones.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to take a shot.
Oh.
I'm taking a shot. Hey, y'all, I've met some men.
Have you?
Can I take a half of the
No.
shot?
I took my whole shot, which wasn't even a full shot because you didn't pour it all the way to the top.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thought you were slick. Glad I gave you that lemonade, huh?
Girl, y'all, Kiki made some homemade lemonade. It's good.
Thank you.
Okay. This one says, meme giving a sloppy blowjob to completion.
Okay. Wait. Damn it. Let me wipe my lipstick off. I'm going to do it though.
Do you really wipe your lipstick off when you're sucking dick in real life?
No.
Oh, you just go for it?
Yeah, just go for it. Whatever. Let it get all over my face. You can kiss it off.
That makes it sexier, honestly. Sloppy head
it depends
giving.
on the color. Because sometimes it looks like I'm hurt. Like if it's red lipstick and it starts to look like my skin is just inflamed right here. I look like Homer Simpson. It's not. Okay, let's see. I pull this off. Should I use this? I don't have a dildo. Oh. I was really trying to grab something. I'm like, should I use the microphone? Okay, how long?
It didn't even say. Just.
Oh, okay. So, I need something. Hold on.
Y'all, Dick Sucking Class 101 by Kiki Said So. You know, I've been getting better at sucking dick. I'm not gonna lie.
This toy barely is in action. We'll use this one.
Oh.
Okay.
I want noises and everything.
Oh, no. Let me sip. Oh, no. Like,
Kiki acting like y'all can really see her. Only I'm going to see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, it'll be gross.
Okay. And action. Oh, you're doing a real... Oh, my God. For those of you who are not watching the video, she spit. She spit on the toy, y'all.
And then I like to do this because my jaw be getting tired, girl.
Oh, this is real dick. I'm learning. Let me take notes. Hold up.
And then when I get tired, we're going to speed up through the process. I do that a lot. I use my hand a lot, and I'll just like lick the tip like.
Oh.
And then you have to use, I can't use both hands since I'm holding it.
Yeah.
But it's like, and this little thing, but.
And you look cute while you're doing it. You don't look like that. I guess if his dick was bigger.
But I try to do my hand like around and up and down and switch it up. You can't stay in one pattern too long. And then when
do you spit in your hand?
I let it like have a trail.
Okay.
They like that for whatever reason. And then I make lots of noises and then they come and then I get it really close to my mouth. I used to not mind swallowing so much, but now I don't. Mm-hmm. I think I just don't like the texture anymore. So once it sprays everywhere or like in my face or wherever, then I just let it drip down and then I lick it up.
Wow. So you're a swallower. Mm-hmm. I always, I want to be like you when I grow up. I've always wanted my whole life to be able to swallow the nut. Sometimes I'm chasing that nut like a squirrel, but I can't swallow to save my life. I cannot swallow. Like I will either almost throw up, gag, or I just make a horrible face. Like I just can't swallow. I have to like spit majority of it out and just swallow a little droplet of it.
The amount of times I ran to my room when you're here to grab a toy for a demonstration, it's too many. It's probably only been 3, but that's a lot. And I think I have spit on my shirt. Good thing I have nowhere else to go. Okay, let's get those hands clean. All right. Make up a 10-second rap about me. It says player to your left, but we don't have a player to the left.
Okay, it has to be 10 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you going to set a timer or should I?
I'll set it.
Okay, I can do that. I think I can do that.
Okay, ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Go.
This that girl Key. She really likes B. We been in quarantine and she been getting D. Getting digged down. She from the H-Town. No, she not, but she be like
That's
a little
Titsot. Like a little what? Oh, gosh.
I could be a rapper. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to do one
down.
more or should we? Is that good?
That's good. That's good.
That's a fun little game.
It is. I like it. This would be a good party game.
That would be a good party game. One of these says, let the player to your right reply to the text message on your phone. Reply to a text message on your phone. Could you imagine playing this with a big group of people?
No. I'm going to be drunk as fuck because I'm going to be like, I got to take a shot. You're not going through there and replying the wrong thing. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. So before we get into today's topic, I'm going to do weird sex. So this
you said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury, like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity. Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter? Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Sex. So this week's weird sex, a listener sent me this story. Thank you so much. I can't remember who sent it, but shout out to you. Appreciate it. Okay, so there was a man, a Thai man with a foot fetish who was arrested after stealing more than 100 pairs of like thong sandals and getting intimate with them. The local news reported that, the local people there reported to the news and to the police that they kept getting their little flip-flops stolen. And they just like, what the hell is going on? What am I supposed to wear? So they start doing an investigation and they see on the CCTV footage that this man was breaking into these people's homes and stealing these flip-flops. Now, I watched 90 Day Fiancé and they went to Thailand and I saw that these people have flip-flops all up and down the street at these stores. Buy the damn flip-flops. Anyway, he stole 126 pairs of flip-flops over the course of 2 years as part of his foot fetish. He said he would wear the thongs because it turned him on and then he would rub them over his body before having sex with him. How the fuck do you have sex with a thong sandal? I don't understand. So anyway, they ran a police check on him and discovered that he'd been caught doing the same thing before. The police major colonel there said that the officers arrested him in a different district in Thailand last year for stealing the sandals. He fully admitted to it, and he admitted that it was for fucking him and rubbing him on his body and other lewd things, and he'll be detained at the station until he makes his court appearance for prosecutors and they decide what they're going to do next with him. That is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. And I feel like the whole courtroom is going to be like, sir.
They're just probably going to be looking like, I am confusion.
We don't even know how long we can detain. You were about to lose your job. You were about to lose your job.
He probably don't have no job.
Detained. Have you heard the remix? That's on. Girl, it's
I like
in my
it.
head. I love it. You were about to lose your job. You were about to lose your job. I cannot.
Anyway, that was weird sex. People are crazy.
That was weird as shit.
Send me more stories. I love the weird stuff.
Before we get started in today's topics and discussions, I just want to let y'all know that every ad we have today that's going to run through the show is a Black-owned business. I've been seeing on Instagram, a lot of people are like, can you tag Black-owned businesses? How do we do this? Where's a Black-owned? And it's like, you know what? We got a couple for y'all during this episode, and I can't wait for you to hear them.
Make sure y'all check out Peaches and Mangoes, an adult online store that carries various sex toys for both men and women, lubricants, lingerie, and more. Peaches and Mangoes is a new Black-owned business here to help people explore and be proud of their sexuality. Check them out at www.peachesmangoes.com.
Okay.
So, Keeks.
Yes.
Keeks.
What? You have a nosy question. What do you want to know? What are you about to ask me now?
I just want to know, how good has your sex life been?
Hold on.
We are recording. You are about to lose your job because you are loud as fuck. And you loud.
Okay. Now, what's the question?
I would like to know, how good your sex life has been. And has it been consistently good?
Why are we asking me? I want to know how good has your sex life been, because I've been having sex and it's been good. I'm going through a short little drought. It's been a few days since I've had sex.
Okay, that is not a motherfucking drought.
When you've been fucking, it is a drought.
Well,
I'm sorry to you.
some of us have not
What's
been
your
fucking.
sex life been like? Has it been good?
You know what? My sex life has been very absent. I'm not going to lie. I've been saying that. But as you can see me
Girl.
hiding, trying to fight this smile. Have you ever had dick so good that you feel like you could fly?
Like fly to go see him?
No, bitch. Like walk onto your patio. You know, I'm on the 17th floor. I feel like I can stand on the patio and just fly and soar and look over the city of Atlanta.
No, because I don't lose my sanity when I have good sex. I just enjoy it. No.
But it makes me wonder.
Can you fly?
No.
You can't fly. Trust me. If you try it, Medina, that's going to be it.
But you've never had dick so good that it makes you feel like you are just high and it sets you up for like
yes, but not fly.
The week, the month, the year.
Oh, like it's so good. Like I'll be good for a while. Yeah.
Yes.
I told you about that before when I would have sex with one particular man. I would welcome the opportunity to have sex with him all the time, but I would only have sex with him on occasion and I would be good for a while. Like I would like more sex, but it wasn't necessary because I could still like reminisce and then just feel a little jolt through my body.
Like sometimes you blink and you can just feel sex.
Not even blink. It just hits me and I'm just like, ooh. And then I just start daydreaming. And the next thing I know, somebody's like, Kiara, did you run the credit card? I'm like, get the fuck out of my office, stuff like that. But yeah, I've definitely had some good sex. I take it you just had good sex?
I didn't just have it, but I have had recently some very mind-blowing sex.
So give me the details.
Well, do we want the details or should that be a cocktail?
Well, give me,
because it's so
you only
hard
had
to
sex once?
Mm-hmm. You be trying to get me. You be trying to really. You
be messing yourself up, honestly.
Trying to catch me.
Because that ain't what you said last week, but okay. Okay, so how did it make you feel? Tell me that, and then we can get the nitty-gritty details at the end.
It literally made me feel like I have been doing this wrong my whole life. And y'all already know I'm not someone who has a lot of bad sex. Since
how do you know?
Because I've shared my vagina with cocktails, basically. Y'all know almost every sexual encounter I've had from the beginning. So most of my sexual experiences have been good, whether they ghosted me or not. The shit has been good. I've been blessed.
Oh, God.
But this particular sexual situation, it was like remember when I was saying like, my soul was snatched by somebody else? It was like, it's almost like there's a...
No. Did you say that?
We named the episode, He Snatched My Soul, bro.
Well, he snatched your soul. It's going to be easier for you to remember. We've had almost 200 episodes. I'm sorry. No. What did he do? Because the sex was so good? Or he ate your pussy really good?
It's just like, there's like different levels in your vagina that most people can't reach. And I feel like when it's reached, it's like a key. And it's like they get in there and unlock like a cheat code almost.
So like an orgasm.
Yeah.
That's what you had.
That's what I had. I had an orgasm and I don't really orgasm that often. I have good sex and it feels good, but I don't really orgasm that often. I'm totally fine with it. But bro, I came so hard that my body still hurts. Everything was just like crunched up like Emily Rose. Like it was I don't know what came out of me, but I don't know who I am anymore. I'm a whole different woman. I'm a woman. I feel like now I've entered into womanhood. I feel like that. Like I feel like
because you finally. Well, have you ever had an orgasm like with a man?
I've definitely had orgasms, but it's just rare. I can count on one hand how many times I've had an orgasm in my whole life. Yeah. I'm like, I've asked my doctor about it and everything, but it's not a problem. It doesn't make sex bad for me. But this shit was like, you know, in Pussy Fairy, the song when Janae is like, that dick makes my soul smile. That dick makes me proud. The dick made me proud. It made me proud to have a vagina. Like, I don't even know. I feel like that is literally, this is probably so irresponsible and so stupid, but I feel like that's why I have had such a productive week.
What's irresponsible about that?
Because it ignited something in me. And
if you were productive, that's good.
You're right. I take it back. I retract that statement.
I'm trying to figure out where the negative is coming in at.
I'm a Libra and we overthink and like to question ourselves.
I don't know why you would do that if it was good. I'm glad you had some good sex.
Girl.
It's important. I think everybody needs it. I don't know if they deserve it, but people need it, and it gives you a new lease on life. For me, when I have really good sex, it kind of just like resets a lot of the things that have happened that I don't like, the negative things going on, the stressors in my life. It's like, I don't even care because me and my pussy are smiling right now.
Isn't that great? It's such a great feeling though. And then it makes you look at like the times when you've just had sex and it was just like some mediocre sex, or not that it was bad, but it just wasn't like life-changing sex.
I don't look back to those times. I like to look back to those life-changing experiences because it will make you sad, and I'm trying to ride that wave.
Ride that wave, B. Don't you love when you wake up in the morning and if you're anything like me, you consistently check your bank account because you don't know how much money you have? Not funny. You guys, it's real hard times out here right now. Everyone needs every dime they can get, and they need it quick. That's why we are so excited to tell you about Current. It's a mobile bank with a Visa debit card that gets you paid up to 2 days faster. So listen, if you normally get paid on a Friday, you can get paid on a Wednesday with Current. Isn't that exciting? I love getting money when you least expect it. And Current gives you free overdrafts up to $100 with no hidden fees. Now, I don't advise that you overdraft all the time, but every now and again, look, you got to do what you got to do. And Current has your back. Current works just like any bank card because it is a real bank account. It's not a prepaid card. Another dope thing about Current is they instantly refund the holds that gas stations put on your card. Now, first of all, I didn't even know that gas stations put holds on our cards. Where's my money back? Current also works with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Cash App, and Venmo. We all need that because look, when Bae wants to send you something on the side, you better have all of those. Quick little Cash App. You know what I'm talking about. So listen, I am going to download the Current app, and you should too, right now. Get your Current Black Premium card. Oh, they got a Black Premium card. Y'all better go get you one. Go to current.com and enter the promo code cocktails.
Speaking of riding, do you like to ride?
I absolutely do not like to ride. However, if the dick is good, that's what I'm saying. You can unlock certain levels. It's like, oh, level 1, you're going to get good head. Level 2, my pussy's going to get really wet. Level 3, you welcome to the real world. And it's like, you get like a whole Meg Thee Stallion knee session. And I don't have good knees. I tore my meniscus during quarantine. Bitch, I was riding that dick like I had to save my life.
Oh.
And it was like, I was even proud of myself. I was like, how am I doing this?
So like, what position did you get in to ride the dick?
I got in that very uncomfortable position where you bounce like this, and your feet are on the bed,
and your feet are flat,
and your thighs start to burn. Yeah, your thighs. I mean, your feet are flat. But what I did was, I didn't just bounce.
What'd you do?
I spelled out coconut, and it really works because it keeps you on a grind. Like you're like, see. Oh, you might start to misspell coconut, but you get in this little like wind thing. We had the music on and it was pitch black. Pitch black dark sex makes me like behave like a sex slave. Like
really?
Girl, I like it to be dark. I
like the lights on. The last time I had sex, I turned on those lights on my vanity. So it would be really bright. Well, I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, I like the lights because then I feel like I'm on set, and then it's like, okay, bitch, everything can be seen. Showtime.
I don't need
You like it dark.
I like it dark.
I can be lazy
like
when it's
showtime. When it's dark, it just brings out a little monster. You know, the monsters come out at night. But yeah, I was spelling out coconut.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when a nigga says your name, you know you're like,
mm-hmm. Or when they can't say real words.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just literally, I feel like I deserve an award.
For your riding dick?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you record it?
No. You know, I'd be nervous. I'm not trying to be on CNN.
Record it on your phone. It doesn't have to be on somebody else's phone, Medina. You get your little contraption thing that you use sometimes and prop it up there. There you go.
So I asked him, what would you rate my dick writing skills?
Oh, God.
Well, first I texted him. I was like, I need that dick. I don't even say shit like that, Kiki. And
this is before or after
this
the
was
good sex?
Definitely after.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
Well, no, he had said some stuff to that, but then I asked him to rate my dick writing skills because I just truly wanted to know. We were a little tipsy. You know how sometimes you have flashbacks and you're like, ooh, like was that good or am I just you know making myself feel better because I was drunk? But no, he was like, what's the scale? And I was like, well, we'll just keep it a normal scale, like a scale from 1 to 10. He said I was definitely above a 10.
Oh.
And he said I made him feel like he could fly too.
That little. Okay.
I mean, I just feel like a pro. I feel like a sex worker. Whoever says that. Like, shout out to the sex workers. The good ones. Like, if you could write a Yelp review. I actually want to know, like, if I send him a message like, hey, write me a Yelp review.
If you had to get a Yelp review from every man and woman you've ever had sex with in your life, what do you think your overall rating would be? It's only up to 5.
I'm rating them.
No. If everybody you had sex with had to rate you, what do you think your average rating would be?
I'm definitely,
because you got to count the good times and the bad times.
Yeah, I would be a 5. That's the highest you can go. Yeah, I would definitely be a 5. And there would be paragraphs, and there would be a couple of them little slithers like, fuck that bitch. I definitely.
Okay. So we're not being honest. Okay.
No, I'm being honest.
Medina, you have talked about how you have had sex before. You were not sure. You really think everybody gonna give you a 5?
I didn't say everybody was gonna give me a 5, but
that has to be your average.
I think it's gonna be a 5.
Everybody gotta give you a 5 if that's the average. Otherwise, it's gonna be a 4.5,
4.9. Okay, if we're gonna be honest, to give a little slack for the people that might have been unsatisfied. A 4.9. How you gonna be looking at me about how I'm rating my sex?
Because you don't rate your sex. Somebody else will be rating it. And I'm only basing it off of you saying you don't know. And every time isn't always that great.
So I will say a 4.9.
Okay.
What would you say?
I would say it's in the 4 range. I don't think every time I've had sex, it's been great, especially the first couple of times I had sex or when I've gotten really drunk before having sex. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. I don't think that they would rate me very high because like I didn't finish. So I'm going to say more of like a 4.25, 4.5. Everybody. Yeah. That's what I would say.
I think that's good. I won't argue with yours.
Okay.
You're like, oh, how you going for 4.9?
What? I'm just asking.
But that is like,
I don't know if I'm not saying your sex is bad. I was just surprised that you would say 5 for an average. I mean, everybody said 5. I was just shocked. My bad.
4.9.
I didn't know it would bother you.
It did.
I see. Whew, feisty. Anyway, back to other good sex. It doesn't really matter about the rating. Do you think that you will have sex? Was this person that you had sex with that made you want to fly? Are you going to have sex with them again? Or was this a one-off thing?
We're definitely going to have to do this again.
But you only did it once already. Do you have it set up for the next time?
No, we have done it before, but it was just better this time.
Well, that's good. I think that this week, I probably won't have sex. I feel like I'm on a downswing because I was having so much sex. And now it's like, I just think the odds may not be in my favor this week. I don't know. I hope it turns around because then I'm going to start having an attitude and I'm going to be upset. But my period's going to start soon. And I don't really want to have sex with anybody who I'm currently having sex with on my period.
Why?
Because I decided that I think I want to save that for somebody I actually like. The period sex. Yeah. I usually feel more comfortable when it's somebody I like. And right now, these are just guys I'm fucking. So I think I'll save it. Except for one. One of them, we've done it that way a few times. So, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll tell y'all if it happens.
So what would you rate your dick riding skills?
My dick riding skills are not that great. I really don't like riding dick. I used to love it, like when I was much younger, but now I feel like my hip be out of place. The other day I was like limping around the kitchen and around my room because my hip fell out like it was out of place. My knees have hurt. I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
I would say maybe a 7.
That's pretty
on
high
average.
Up there to not like it. That's high.
Yeah, I don't do it often. And I tried, like, when it comes to giving head and when it comes to riding dick, I really don't like to do either. So the sex has to be really good for me to want to do those things. So I'm going to try really hard. But if I feel like I'm going to half-ass it, I prefer not to do it at all. Now, sometimes, I have a few slip-ups where I think I got it and it's not my day.
I really like when a guy knows that you're struggling and he just turns you over like, okay, you got sweat dripping off your floor. You looking like Rick Ross. Let's roll over, girl. Like just flip it over.
Sometimes I have looked like, I think I had to have looked like, I wasn't looking at my face, but I looked like I might have been in pain or hurt.
It's painful.
I've pulled a muscle having sex before, and that is not a good feeling.
It's painful. That's a whole workout.
It really is. It's a lot.
Bitches that enjoy riding dick just on a regular, like you just want to ride some dick. Kudos to you because bitch,
you got some strong legs.
You got to unlock the levels over here. I'm not just gonna be. I'll give you a couple little CO.
How often would you say when you have sex that you actually ride dick?
I'm gonna ride it unless I'm just with a dude who wants to take it. Every time I'm gonna give you some little ride. But if you don't like and I'm not just going to climb on it and just do it. It has to be like you either unlock the level or you're like, come ride. And most of the time, the niggas that I'd be fucking would be like, come ride. And I'd be like, fuck. Fuck, I don't want to do this. It's a workout.
It is.
What do you think is one of your good skill sets during sex?
I think that I'm really good at I think I'm good at head because I only do it when I want to. So I know that I do it well then. I also think I'm really good. There's this trick that I do when I'm having sex with a man and it's like, I'm trying to think of how to explain it because it's really something that I do internally, but they notice it and they like it. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just this little trick that I do. And I think that I'm good, maybe too good at letting them think that they did a good job because sometimes I need to tone that down because sometimes they're not that great. But I instill a lot of confidence.
That's nice of you.
I don't do it on purpose. I don't know how that happens because that's not typically my thing. What about you?
I really think I'm an overall good at all the things. I like to give my all at all of the different things that can be done. I like to try different things.
Do you have like a special trick that you like to do sometimes?
This is going to sound crazy because a lot of people might not think it's sexual, but I feel like the way that I kiss is very intimate and very sexual. And that would be like my strongest skill set. Like
is kissing?
Yeah. Like I'm like a big foreplay person. So the kissing and like that would have to be kissing and then next, I guess, sucking dick. But I really don't like sucking dick. You got to unlock a level. You do.
How many levels are there?
There's only 4 levels.
Which level is sucking dick on?
Some good dick? Like good old sloppy, I'm choking and my eyes are
like running. Your best dick suck, they unlock that at what level?
I would say 2.5. 2.5, you will get like some good sloppy toppy.
Okay.
Slob on my knob. Yeah. That's another one where I just be tired. Maybe I'm just getting old. My jaws be hurting.
I think that the things that I used to like to do when I was way younger have changed. And I do think that's part of it. Like when you get older, everything isn't as limber as it used to be. I used to like to have sex for a long time. Mm-hmm. I don't need a long time anymore.
How long do you think you need?
I like sex that is only about 15 to 20 minutes on average. That's all I really need for the actual sex part. The foreplay can be longer. You giving me head could just be longer if you want to do that at the end. That's always welcome and appreciated. But the penetration part, 15 minutes is all I need. And if you can't get it in 15 minutes, I'm going to start to get a little frustrated. And then I'm going to get bossy. Like, okay, do this. Hand me my toy. Let's use the toy. Let's see what happens.
Unless you have like intense sexual compatibility. You know when you really just are so compatible and y'all both just can't stop? Oh.
I can stop. I might do multiple rounds, but it's like after a while, I don't want to keep doing that. I want to like maybe take a little break and then have sex again later. But the long sex, the marathon sex sessions where we're having sex for like an hour or two, no. What's the longest you like to have sex?
If it's that sexual compatibility, I can go for like an hour and then we can take like a 15-minute break and go right back again.
Because I feel like once I have an orgasm, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'll help you get to your place, but I'm good. I don't want to keep going because it becomes too intense. Like, it just feels like too much. Like, I have been in the middle of sex before and I'm just like, okay, just stop. You have to stop right now. Like, have you ever had sex that it starts to feel too good?
That you want to cry and you feel like you can fly?
Not the fly part, but yes to the cry part. I feel you on the cry part. I never felt like I wanted to fly like with anything.
Bitch,
but
I'm
okay.
about to fly.
But yeah, I don't know why I do that. Cause even like if I'm masturbating, sometimes I will just keep going. But usually like when I'm using my toys and it starts to feel too good, I have to hold up. Because I don't know. I feel like I'm going to die. Like, I'm probably going to have a heart attack. It's too much going on inside of my body. Like, everything feels like it's just pumping super fast and my heart is going to explode. And again, how is anyone going to explain that to my mother? Yeah.
I did that this morning. I had my vibrator. Have you? Girl, this past weekend, I was so horny and I had all of my vibrators out. Mm-hmm. Like I always have them out. Like they're just always in a handy dandy spot. One's by the bed. There are a couple, like 2 in the bathtub, 2 on the sink, and 1 on like my little countertop in the bathroom. And so I was really horny, a little bit tipsy. So I'm in the bathtub and I use one of my vibrators and it dies right when I'm about to come. It's like, you know how you can feel it? It gets faint.
I would be so pissed.
I was like, and it was like, and it just sizzled away. I was like, okay, it's okay. I have another one. And so I get the other one, did the same thing. I get the other one, does the same. I felt like a drug addict. I have a vibrating toothbrush. Uh-huh. So I got,
I've done this. So don't be ashamed.
I was so ashamed that I didn't even finish. I took a damp washcloth, spread my legs open and laid the washcloth over my vagina because I didn't want to put the toothbrush right on my vagina. Did you put yours right on your vagina?
Yes, my toothbrush. Like the end handle part. Why did the handle part, not the head?
See,
because the whole thing, I could feel the vibration.
See, I tried the handle part. I couldn't feel it hard enough. It's, I start mine at like level 8 to 10. Like I started there. I don't really gradually go. And so I have the washcloth there in the back of the toothbrush head. Mm-hmm. And I just stopped and I just looked at myself and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Go to bed. It was like 3:30 in the morning. Go the fuck to bed.
That was going to help you go to bed if you came. Right?
I was so ashamed. I felt so ashamed. I just put the toothbrush up. I put all the toys on the charger.
At what point did you become ashamed?
When I'm sitting here spreading my pussy lips and the washcloth so it can be thin and pushing the toothbrush on my clit. Mm-hmm. Bitch, I felt like a crackhead. I turned it off and I just turned off the lights and went to bed.
I ain't never done that last part where I just don't finish what I already started. I would have just kept doing it and then I probably wouldn't have talked about it for a while. And that was it. I have definitely used that. What else have I used? One time, like I wanted to go to Walmart and get some batteries because where I was living then, that was the closest store that I could go to. It was super late at night, but that Walmart was not 24 hours. So the Walmart was closed. I didn't really want to leave my house and go to the store. You guys, I started looking on my phone to find an app that would make my phone vibrate. And I was just going to put it on the other side of the sheet to use my phone as a vibrator.
Did it work?
No.
It don't get there. It don't get hard enough.
Yeah, that one didn't get hard enough. And I feel like my phone wasn't even at the phones itself. It was like old at that point. And so the vibration of the phone wasn't even as strong as it could have been. But I feel like even as strong as it could have been, it wasn't going to be enough. But I was so fucking horny and I just needed some help because my fingers were not doing the trick. That was a sad day.
I don't even understand what horny is sometimes. I'm like, what just happened? Like, I can just be having a great night, go home, and then all of a sudden everything in me just wants to fuck. Like, what is the horn? What is the horn?
I guess a hormone in our bodies that gets activated. I know mine is triggered by most alcoholic beverages, fine men.
Mine can even be triggered by ugly men. I'm not going to lie.
Anything, really. I don't know. I feel like... and also like waves in your cycle to be technical. But I feel like sometimes my horniness is just too much because it starts to like fuck up the rest of my day. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I just want to lay in bed all day and masturbate.
Sometimes
but I be having shit to do.
Yeah, but every now and again when I don't, on a good Sunday.
Like when quarantine first started, I did a lot of masturbating in the shower, my room, other places were quarantined. I think before we were, I'd gone out of town. I was masturbating a lot there. It was a lot. It was a lot. And then like even sometimes I get tired of watching porn because it's not enough. Or I don't like what they're doing. And then I'll go look at old videos of me fucking. Or old videos just that I have in my phone.
I tell you what, lesbian porn never fails me.
Mm-mm. I want to see a dick. I want to see some penetration. The lesbian porn, I can watch it for a little while, but I need some dick in there. I need a nice, beautiful body of a man. I don't ever look at their faces because they usually don't do shit for me because they don't be fine in the face. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just get too horny and then I'm like, I need to pray about this. I think I have a problem. Something is not right. There's no reason for you to be this horny. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's been me as of late. But I'm not ashamed. I need that dick and I'm going to get that dick. All right. Indecisive Diane?
Sure.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, Diane, what date ideas do you have for us this week, girl? Hey, ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. I hope everyone's doing well. If you're hungry, this weekend, go have brunch at a place called Le Petit Marché. Now, here's the deal. I'm not sure if they're letting people dine in just yet because of the COVID-19. You know what it is? Yeah, we all know what it is, Diane. So listen, I know that they'll do deliveries. I know they're open for pickup. What's the address? Here's the address. It's 1984 Hosea L. Williams Drive, Suite A, Atlanta, Georgia, 30317. Tell them I sent you. You're gonna love them. Follow them on Instagram at Le Petit Marché. It's a French word. It's a black-owned business, but it's a French word. You're gonna love it. Thanks, Diane. Bye, girl. Bye, ladies. Nicola's Divine Mediumship. It's like having a conversation with your closest friend, except she doesn't know you, but she might know your business or your future or your love life. For booking information, visit her Instagram page at Nicola's Divine Mediumship.
Okay, and now we're back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for the advice. Remember, if you would like to get our advice on something, you can email us. askcocktails@gmail.com. That's AskCocktails@gmail.com, and maybe we'll read it on the show. Okay, hey ladies, love the show. Gonna keep this short. You can call me E if you read this on the show. I've been in a relationship for about 9 years now. Just recently, guy I used to talk to before I ever met my boyfriend has come back into my life. We have sexual tension, but we never got that far when we were younger. We have been in bed, but the dick didn't actually penetrate me. Anyway, we have been talking on and off lately, and I sometimes get eager to want to have sex with him, but it never happens. One of us ends up flaking. It turned into more of a chase than actually fulfilling anything. Ladies, what should I do? Also, my boyfriend and I, we do have good sex, but he comes way too fast. I need it to last longer. I want to come multiple times. Ghost him like I've done before or make it happen. What do you say?
What's the question?
She has a guy that she knows that she used to like talk to back in the day, but she has a boyfriend now and they've been together for 9 years. Her boyfriend comes too fast, but she kind of wants to fuck the new guy, but they haven't gotten there. So she's wondering if she should ghost him like she's done in the past, or should she have sex with him?
With the new guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh girl, you know I'm going to tell you to cheat and have sex with him because you're not married. That's my advice. Fuck him.
I'm gonna say don't fuck the new guy. You probably are gonna do it anyway, but don't,
you probably already did it.
Don't fuck him. I only say don't fuck him because you're gonna stay with this other guy. You're gonna cause like a bigger problem. If you end up having sex with the new guy and it's really good, you're gonna keep cheating for a long time, and then you're gonna be writing us another advice letter. So either break up with your boyfriend and go fuck this new guy, or did you talk to your boyfriend about him and the sex? Maybe y'all gotta spend more time with foreplay and some other things, because maybe he just gets too excited when he slips into your pussy. I don't know, but good luck, girl. And if you do end up fucking the other guy, please send us a cocktail and tell us how it is. Okay, you got another one?
Okay. She says, now give me the real, like I know y'all will. Her subject line says, do I just not appreciate a good nigga? I've been on and off with a man that is too good to me, but I feel like my feelings for him haven't grown the way they should have. He's not perfect, tends to be immature, and I feel like I had to teach him how to treat a woman. But he's willing to grow, and he has never disrespected me. The sex is mediocre. Is anything good? And he don't know how to talk nasty like I like it. But is that enough of a reason to never fall for him? In the past, I've been crazy about trash niggas, taking them back, giving them chance after chance after chance through all kinds of disrespect, just believing my love and time would change them. That was a lie. Niggas never change. Now, I feel like I'm with the best man I've ever dated, but is that enough? Am I settling just because I've been with nothing but trash? Am I jaded from past bad relationships and my heart just won't love no more? Or is he just not the one? Thank you, ladies. I love y'all for real.
I think that he's not the one simply because you're questioning it, but I will also say, like, everybody ain't gonna have bad sex. Like, you got to figure out what is really important to you. It sounds like sex is really high on your priority list, and that's fine. The person who's the one for you is the one who can fuck it. This ain't the one.
Okay. I feel like this is so interesting because you said you feel like this is the best man you've ever dated. And I kind of feel like you just are not used to being treated right. And maybe you don't like being treated right. Sometimes people don't. Like, you think you want what looks good on paper and you don't really want that. I'm just going to say, don't waste his time. Like, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, but also don't waste his time. If you know he's a good guy, let somebody else have him.
Mm-hmm. Throw that fish back into the sea.
Throw him right back into that sea. Throw him back into those Alaskan waters and let a big grizzly bear catch him.
She said she was in Alaska?
No.
Oh. I was like, dang, I missed that whole part. Never mind. Okay, I got another one. Okay. This one says hit or miss, literally. Hey ladies, love your podcast. Came across it about a month ago and I've been hooked. So I started texting this guy about 4 to 5 days prior to this encounter and we ended up linking up. I'm 20. He's 22 for reference. But anyways, we ended up linking up, went to his house to chill. The sexual attraction was definitely there. He clearly wanted to. And yes, part of me wanted to have sex, but a bigger part of me didn't. So I didn't. On the phone and through text, he didn't make any sexual advances or say anything. So I didn't think that's all he wanted. It could have been an in the moment thing. And also Pussy is willingly being thrown everywhere. So if he wanted it, I'm sure he could get it. I don't necessarily feel regret because of my decision, because at the end of the day, it was a boundary I set for myself. And I feel as if you want to come in and you respect the boundaries, period. Part of it was because it was our first time seeing one another. And the other part was because at this point, I want to have sex with someone I'm in a relationship with, or at least serious with. Us falling into neither of those categories was an issue. It's the next day and we haven't talked. So clearly, it's some animosity there. All right. He's handsome and I did like the vibe before the sex thing came up, but I just don't know. Did I make a mistake? Am I being too uptight and strict with the ground rules to the point where I'll miss my blessing? I'm just not in the mood for a hit and quit or casual sex situation at the moment. Give me some advice. Wishing health and prosperity to you both. Sent from my iPhone. Thank you.
That's so
what do you
nice. Think? You have to summarize it for me. I really was thinking about dick. I'm so sorry. Someone wants to just have sex with her and she's not sure if she just wants to do that.
No, she met this guy and they linked up and she doesn't want to have casual sex. She only wants to have sex with somebody who she's in a relationship with or seriously dating. And it never came up. She didn't offer it. It didn't come up, but she's now feeling like it was an issue because she didn't fuck him and pussy is being thrown at him all the time. So she's wondering if she made a mistake or not.
Oh, girl, no. I don't think he made a mistake. I feel like if it's a nigga who he's always having pussy thrown at him, he'll be okay because he's probably getting it from all of it that's being thrown at him. I feel like stand your ground. And if you only want to have relationship sex, only have relationship sex and stand by that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think that if he's upset with you because you didn't fuck him, why would you want to fuck him? Like,
you know what's going to happen.
It's your body. It's your terms. You do what you want to do when you want to do it. You went in there and it's probably not any animosity, but if he did just want to hit and quit it and you didn't let him hit, then it's like, yeah, what's the point in talking to you? Because you're not going to give me what I want. Doesn't mean somebody's upset about it, but y'all aren't a match. So just be happy with that and move on and continue to date people and find somebody who's okay with waiting. And be comfortable with you waiting to find that somebody because it might be a while.
Yeah, girl, get some toys.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cuff 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuff. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. Was a hoe.
Okay, so now it is time for us to move on to our cocktails. Remember, if you would like to share a cocktail on the show, you can email it to us at cocktails.atl@gmail.com. Now, I am really excited to hear about your cocktail.
That I'm not even going to share. Maybe it'll be a Patreon episode. But I do have one pulled up that I'm going to read. Do you have an OG one or are you reading one?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. Cocktail. Fucking with my dealer. Fucking with my dealer. Y'all, I just wanted to pick up some weed and go home. So I left work early this day because I was feeling under the weather. I went home to smoke to see if I could feel a little better and eventually felt good enough to go to Walmart. Now, since I was only going to Walmart, I barely got dressed. I'm talking high water sweatpants, a hoodie, and some Miss Sealy plaits that I stuffed under my beanie. Upon leaving Walmart, I decided to hit my new plug and see if he was available for me to just come and pick up some weed. He says yes, and I drive over to his house, but end up having to wait for 30 minutes because he wasn't even home yet. I'm pretty impatient, but he was my new plug, and he said Popeyes was holding him up, so I waited. Anyway, he pulled up smelling so good and looking even better. He had a brand new car and a nice apartment on top of that. He walked over to my car and he told me to come upstairs with him. But I was just trying to get the weed and go. Like I wanted him to go get it out of his house and bring it down to me because I was not dressed for a well-lit interaction with him. Like I said, I wasn't even cute. I decided to just go up and see what he was talking about. He starts talking to me about his Popeyes, but then he asked me if I wanted to take a shot. To my surprise, this man stopped by the liquor store and picked up a bottle of Don Julio Reposado. Tequila shots! My pussy started feeling some type of way. His energy was so cool. We ended up taking 5 shots and he had me hidden And he had me hitting his VIP section club-sized hookah. I'm a weed smoker, so I don't really know how to inhale on the hookah. I decided to act super oblivious because he was smelling amazing and I could see what he was working with through his joggers. He comes and sits right in front of me and is trying to show me how to hit it, but I can only feel the tension between us. He ends up changing the music and asks me who my favorite artist is. Of course, I say Drake. Oh, I'm just playing. She said, of course, I said Kevin Gates. And he says, it's because you love that nasty shit, huh? I'm like, ding, 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 ding. He says, let me guess. You love having your ass ate. And yes, I adore it. He said he only eats clean ass and questioned how clean mine was because I had on sweatpants. I felt some type of way because I'm a clean bitch and I'm always TTG.
Trying to go.
Okay, yeah. That's trained to go. So I told him, come find out. He pulls down my panties, bends me over, and puts his tongue directly in my ass. He's just kissing and licking my asshole, eating my pussy like he loves me. By this time, I'm ready to see his dick. He pulls out a third leg. It was enough for both my hands, my DSLs, to slurp on. He said, why are you looking like that? I had to tell him, I didn't know it was going to be that big. And it was huge and perfect with curve. I hadn't been having sex, so I had not tamed my pubic hair and was giving full Foxy Bush. But he ate my pussy and ass with no hesitation. So I had to show his dick the same love. In my opinion, you should always show out the first time during sex. It's like an interview. After giving him some great sloppy head, he put a condom on and slid his huge dick in my super tight pussy. Really, I don't even like condom sex, but I was creaming all over him. The tequila was definitely set up, but I didn't mind. Oh, the tequila was definitely a setup, but I didn't mind. Now, every time I go to pick up, I get a little extra weed and a lot of dick. Afterthought, the man has a girlfriend and I didn't know until the second time we were having sex. He also told me after he ate my pussy, but that's another story. Love y'all. P.S. This happened in February and we are still fucking. That chocolate curve is something else. Sent from my iPhone. Girl, you better get your little weed and some dick.
Oh my God, that was a good one. Okay, this one says, hey, Keeks and Medina.
Hey, girl.
So I met this girl that wanted me to have a threesome with her and her dude for his birthday. I was like, no, thank you. She showed a pic and I changed my tune. LOL, he was cute and I'd like to be someone's gift. So I was game. So after the Patreon live, I head on over to their place to get it popping. So basically, she wanted to walk out of the shower and see him pleasing me. So she said, first I did a striptease, then he begins eating me out, and then I was sucking his dick. I got to the gooch. He said, keep going. I've never done any booty play with a guy. So I keep going, but I'm hesitant. I lick his ass and was thinking, okay, this isn't bad. Keep going. And he doesn't stop me. I begin to go to town on that ass. He then gets on all fours. I think to myself, I'm going to make him my bitch. She finally comes from showering by this time. I'm fingering his asshole with 2 fingers. He's moaning like a little bitch. Girl. I continue asking him if it's okay. He's moaning and tells me he doesn't want me to stop. It's like I had a strap. I just keep fucking his ass with my fingers. So then she tells him to lay on his back. He does as he is told, and we suck his dick together. We get real nasty, sucking his dick and licking his ass at the same time. I then go and sit on his face and start riding his face, is what I think you meant. He comes quickly. LOL, it was too much for him. Me and the girl eat each other out until we come, and now I'm home telling the coworkers about my unexpected night. Sent from my iPhone. She said that was a bootylicious birthday.
Happy birthday, girl. It's good dick season.
It was a birthday for the man that they were having sex with. Oh, she was the birthday surprise. That was a good one. Remember, if you want to send us a cocktail to read on the show, that you email it to us, cocktails.atl@gmail.com. And then, of course, send the emails to askcocktails@gmail.com. Follow us at Cocktails Podcast. You can follow me at Kiki Said So.
And I'm at Coffee Bean Bean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.